Hi guys, I'm Franco. Welcome back to my English learning update. I want to show people that becoming fluent in English is much easier than you think. So I'm going to share my English learning routine of this week and things that I have learned from my tutor as well. They are things that I don't understand even after checking dictionary, so I think they are interesting to know. So remember, if you want to speak in English fluently, then you need to do three things. You need to think in English all the time, and you need to have tons of listening repetition, and you also need to have some speaking as well. So if you don't know why you should do this, then you need to check out my previous video you should see on the screen or in the descriptions. Basically, it will tell you how I become fluent in English after struggling more than 10 years. So without further ado, let me report my learning for this week. So of course I think in English all the time, maybe 80%, and I spoke in English for around an hour, just 1 hour this week. I spoke in my English lesson with Jacob, my tutor, and also this video right now. So only 1 hour this week. In terms of repeat listening, on average, I spend around 25 minutes per day. So from Monday to Saturday, and by the way, today is Sunday. So on average, I spend only 25 minutes per day. And I only listen while I'm walking, and that's it. So the next part is things that I have learned from Jacob, my tutor. By the way, if you want Jacob to be your tutor, you can find him in the link below in the description. So the video is called "Which Try Guy is the Best Boss?" and I asked him things that I don't understand even checking dictionary. So here we go.
As soon as you said that, my chest started getting hot, and I was like, they're gonna see my red face.
My first question is, at the beginning of this video, this lady is saying something, oh, my chest is getting hot. I mean, I kind of understand what she means, but I mean, she is like, oh, I feel like embarrassed, but is it a common phrase to say it?
Yes, so it is a common phrase to say. I see we also talk about my face is turning red.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of the same equivalent in that sense where it's an action that happens based on an embarrassing action.
I
So,
see.
but yes, it is a common thing to say whenever you feel embarrassment or you're in an embarrassing situation.
Can you like maybe give me an example so maybe I can grab it more
Yeah,
firmly?
yeah. Um, I was so embarrassed in front of the class that my chest was getting hot.
Oh, now I get I'm getting it.
Yeah.
So okay, interesting. Because
Hmm.
I think this phrase is kind of interesting because I understand my face is turning red because it happens to me as well, but I never feel my chest is getting hot.
So this has a lot of things to do with, for example, anxiety. You know, the anxiety that you get when you're in a situation
Uh-huh.
that is very embarrassing.
Yeah.
What this kind of refers to, it's that it's not maybe not physically hot, but metaphorically in terms of the anxiety that you feel in those situations, right?
I see, I see. I think I got it now.
I think I'm gonna lose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm at gunning for third, but I think I'm gonna lose.
And then the second phrase that I don't understand is I'm at gunning for third. I think it means he's trying to get the third place in a competition. I I checked dictionary, so I understand this gunning is not shooting. It means
Yeah,
he is trying to get something, but
yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't understand why at is used here.
Okay, so if he said at, then he used a grammatically incorrect sentence. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so at is not something that's supposed to be here. Okay,
Okay.
um, obviously, gunning is going to be to acquire a position, right? Gunning for third,
Mm-hmm.
gunning for a position, right? But at, we never also that when I can't think of a situation where you would use at before gunning. Okay.
Okay,
So that was just grammatically incorrect by the person who said it.
I see.
Mhm.
So yeah, these kind of things always happen when you try to learn from a videos because
Yeah.
even I speak in my native language, I make
Mhm.
some mistakes as well. But when it comes to English learning, I'm not sure if this is something that is a mistake or is something that I should learn.
So one thing that is very common, and I see this and I realize it more that I'm a teacher now, is
Yeah.
that native speakers make a lot of mistakes. When we're every single day life and conversation,
Uh-huh.
they tend to make mistakes in their conversation. And these mistakes are so general that they become, how can I say this? They become known, right? So
Mm-hmm.
nobody corrects each other. They just tend to speak like this, the population.
Elliot, was it you?
Shit. Oh, come on, big money, big money, big money.
Rachel, did you manage a hot dog stand?
And this one is I guess I understand the meaning big money. I mean a lot of money.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why he's saying big money here. Is this a phrase that you guys use?
So big money, big money. A lot of times when they're like, shooting the dice
Uh-huh.
or laying down the cards, they'll say these phrases.
So
Um,
they're hoping
maybe
to
as a
win.
good luck. Yeah.
Ah, I
Mhm.
think I got it now. So maybe I'm gambling and hoping to win. Then I may say, "Oh, big money, big money."
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. So a great example of this, let's say you're shooting craps, right? Which involves you having a dice.
Mm-hmm.
You shoot those dice, you say big money, and it's like it's supposed to be good luck.
I see. Thank you.
So I played the saxophone from 4th to 5th grade, and I was terrible.
Yeah, no problem.
And then the next one is I played the saxophone or
Okay.
saxophone, and
Mhm.
I understand the meaning, but I'm not sure when it comes to pronunciations, do I need to pronounce it as played or simply play without the ed sound?
So the ed sound takes different forms with different words, as we know,
Mm-hmm.
right? And some of them are, pronounced differently than others.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, I played the saxophone. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you want to make sure you do have the ed sound, the original ed sound, right?
Oh,
I played the saxophone.
I
Okay.
played the saxophone.
Hmm.
I
Right.
see.
Obviously, this is a past tense, a sentence, right? Talking about past tense. They played it past tense.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Because this is something that because I try to catch every single sound from the video, but when
Mhm.
it comes to the ending sound like T or ED, sometimes I just miss it. So I'm not sure if this is something is skipped or I just couldn't hear it. So yeah, thank you.
Sometimes they're not very well pronounced with some people compared to others. Their
Oh,
intonation is just not the same.
oh.
But so maybe it's harder to hear it from them.
You know, I'm gonna guess Kalen.
I'm gonna mix it up and say Elliot.
Elliot.
No problem.
And then in here, he said
Mhm.
mix it up.
Mix it up.
Yeah, I understand it mean yeah, you mix things together, but I just
Yeah.
don't understand why he said this in the video. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me.
So we can use this literally and also figuratively in terms of an idiom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, let me give you an example. The politician mixed it up with the crowd at his rally. Okay. So what does that mean? That means he's interacting with them. Okay. Or so another example, go mix it up with your boss. All right. Go have an interaction with them, right? Go speak to them.
Um,
Have a social interaction with them. So that's what we could say, mix it up with somebody.
I think I kind of get it. So it's
Yeah.
it's like interactions with others.
Yeah,
But
yeah, mix it up. Mhm.
but I'm still not quite sure. Let's have a quick look.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
The only person here who I think would
we need to skip the ad.
You know,
Okay. Maybe I can turn off the sound, then I can hear your voice.
Okay.
Set 09. I'm gonna mix it. So some background information.
Okay, so this is more literally. Okay. So instead of figuratively, like I was thinking in the context, this is literally. So mix it up. So maybe they had a routine going on or a pattern and of choosing people, for example, right? Or and then they say, I'm gonna mix it up and say Elliot, right? Something that's different from everybody else, right? And mix it up.
Ah,
Mhm.
so I think I kind of get it.
On the technicality, Eugene clinches a 2-pointer, bringing him up to 3 points with Zach. Last place being tied at 0 points with Ned and Keith.
Eugene clinches a 2-pointer. I mean, I guess because they have different questions, right? And this questions is worth 2 points. But
Yeah.
I don't get why he's saying 2-pointer, because I think pointer is like a laser beam things.
Yeah. So this is another example of a common general mistake
Okay.
that is generally accepted. Okay. So for
Oh.
example, LeBron James dropped a 30-pointer. Right? What does that mean? He dropped 30 points. Obviously, this is incorrect grammatically, but in everyday life, it's very common to see in the United States pointer, right? For points.
I got it now. But this is something that you cannot check by Google or dictionary.
Yeah.
I had a doppelganger in college who looked so much like me that people frequently called him by my name.
I think I forgot how to pronounce it. Doppelganger. How
So this is double.
double? Oh, double gain. No,
Yeah, doppelganger. Good.
double gainer. So I Google it. So now I understand what it means. It.
Uh-huh.
I think I don't have, because I check it. I think I check because this is a funny word, right? So I check what it means. I think I saw it from the Google. It says it means it's a myth. So when you see someone who looks exactly like you will die soon. Is it we? Is it a common myth in Western culture?
So it's not common,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a myth. All right. Doppelgangers, right, is somebody who looks kind of like you.
Okay.
But the myth of a doppelganger that everybody has a doppelganger is true. But I've only once heard the version that you will die if you see your doppelganger.
I think I
Uh,
have heard it once
yeah,
as well.
I've heard it once. So I know it's true. I've heard it, but it's not common.
I
I can
see.
say that for sure.
It's an interesting word. It just means someone looks exactly like you, right? Nothing
Yeah,
else.
somebody exactly like you.
dang it! I knew it.
Wow, you're running away with
Well,
it.
that one I knew because
So this one, he's saying you are running away with it. I mean, I
Mhm.
understand it, but I just don't understand why they are saying this here.
Okay. So in this situation, whenever you say running away with it, let me give you an example. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say two teams are playing each other.
Yeah.
Okay, in a sport. And one team, they say the score is tied. Okay. But one team starts to score a lot. And they're scoring a lot and they're now stopping. Okay. The announcer will say, well, guys, it looks like this team is running away with it. Okay. There's no possibility of being caught by the person behind them. Right.
Oh.
All right. So for example, another example of this is Apple in 2008 ran away with the phone market with the release of the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Most of the time it's used in the present continuous though. So we want to think about that.
I think I got it now.
Nick. It's got to be Nick. It's just got to be Nick because like.
And then the next one is gonna be Nick. Okay. I hear the S clearly, so it's gotta be. And sometimes I hear people say I got this, but I'm not sure if they actually the correct form is I've got this because I cannot hear the VE sound. So I'm not sure people is saying these versions or these versions.
So I got this and I've got this are both used, independent, in place of each other. They can both use it, and people use them for the same meaning. Okay, so this is something you hear a lot. For example, it's gotta be Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got to be Nick. All right. This isn't sentence always has to come with an S. Always.
Always. Okay.
Always. It's gotta be Nick. All right. Now I got this. All right. You can say I got this, or you can say I've got this.
Okay. So when it comes to it, I have to put S. It's gotta be something. I
Yes,
need to have
it's
the
gotta
S.
be.
But when I say I got this, I could say I got this or I've got this. They are both okay.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
And Eugene, of course, in first place, you were being donned as best boss and being given.
And yeah, thank you. And then this one is you are being donned as best boss. Because when I check the dictionary, it means you wear something, right? But in here, I think it is used in a more like a metaphor approach. And but because there's not many examples, I'm not sure how to use it in this way.
Think of it like presenter. Okay. You are being presented as best boss. Okay. Right? So think of it like that way. Now, obviously, it's not a direct synonym, but it's probably, I would say, like 75, 80 per synonym, right? Not all synonyms are equal. So I would think of present in that situation. Okay.
You are being presented as the best boss. It means kind of similar.
Yeah, no, it's very, very similar in terms of the synonym. Okay. Yeah. So.
Is it a common word to use in this way?
Yes.
Yes.
In terms of getting a higher position, yes. Okay. Don has always been like the leader almost, right? It does actually, it comes from the Latin word. It is a Latin word of like the old wise person, right? So, but in this situation, we kind of changed it in English a little bit. Okay. All right, good.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Do you have anything else?
I think that's it. So my last question is, can I say you are being done as the CEO?
Yes.
Oh, so you are given something.
Yes.
I see.